Well, good evening, chat, and welcome to the show. We got a lot of interesting news today. For instance, Andrew Tate got beaten up. Logan Paul got beaten up. A lot of people got beaten up and took the L in public. The internet reacted to that, had opinions. But before we begin, I would like to talk a little bit about the anti-AI witch hunt, which is probably going to become the newest controversy in the entertainment sector. And I kind of like it, not gonna lie, because finally there's a different controversy than the mainstream. What I mean by this is that we used to actually have subcultures, and every single subculture had like different problems. And ever since 2016 with feminism, then they said that everything is political. We stopped having subcultures. Like everything is under the main culture. And for example, if transphobia is the current moral panic, then whether you're talking about video games, TV shows, like transphobia is the issue. Racism, right? Like whatever. Now it's a different moral panic in entertainment. It's AI. Like this isn't a moral panic in the grand society. It's just online. So like maybe we can have subcultures again, each with their own grievances. But what do I mean by a person that's an AI hunter, like an anti-AI? I want to make sure that definitions are clarified and people understand what we're talking about before moving forward. There are people who legitimately do not like AI. And that's fine, right? They will not spend money on anything that is AI related. That's perfectly reasonable. Like, if a person manages to acquire wealth, they should be able to spend their money as they wish. There are people that don't want AI presented to them. And so, like, you have artists that are on Twitter, and they flat out say, like, do not make AI with my characters. And if you do, don't show them to me. Perfectly acceptable. So, what exactly would be an AI hunter, though? Well, it's like the vegan of the AI world. The type of person that goes out of its way in order to harass others. The type of person that goes out of its way in order to try to do life ruination because, like, someone used an AI. And I have seen artists getting harassed on Twitter, but worse, I have seen actual artists that don't use AI being falsely accused of using AI and then getting banned from Reddit, banned from forums, banned from places, and harassed. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about Expedition 33, which won a lot of game awards, but apparently, right, legend has it that they used AI, and because they used AI, they have been disqualified from all the awards. And the awards went to some other game, Red Prince or Blue Prince, I don't know how the fuck it's called. But basically, they were disqualified and their awards taken from them because they use AI. Now, yesterday I covered this, and the way the controversy was in my mind, right, like the way people were pushing the idea is that this is how Expedition 33 was created. Like, they went into ChatGPT and they said, please create me a video, an indie Japanese roleplay game that will win at the Indie Game Fest Awards, right? And they hit enter, and then the video game was made. This is exactly how people were painting it yesterday on Xitter. Well, turns out that that's not what happened. Turns out that it was a little bit more complex. Turns out that the developer, when creating the video game, they decided to try out the AI because this was happening in 2022. And AI was brand new, and people were fascinated about it. Like, the moral controversy didn't even happen yet. And so they were like, oh, this is interesting. Like, you can actually generate art on command. And they wanted to see how it looks like in their game. And apparently they used it on 12 assets. And they realized that, no, like, actually, this is not working for us. There's a lot of artifacts. People started complaining. And so they took those assets off, right? The AI wasn't even in the main game. But this apparently was enough to delegitimize them from winning awards. Like, because they used some placeholder assets while making the game, which used AI, this was enough so that when the actual game was released, despite the fact that it's good, they had all of their awards taken from them. Now this isn't where the showstopper is at. This is why I'm really upset, because it's like, okay, one competition. But I want you to notice how people are reacting about this online, right? Like, as you can see, the Indie Game Awards has disqualified Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for its generative use of AI. The E33 won Game of the Year, but the award was retracted. Blue Priz is your new Indie Game of the Year winner. So, again, like, this is what a competition does, and we're going to talk about why people think they did it. But look at how the people are reacting to this, right? Because, like, I would say these two posts right here are actually a sample on the larger conversation at large. So the overwhelming majority, like more than 1.2 thousand people, are basically saying that, yeah, dude, it was a placeholder, for fuck's sakes. The anti-AI crowd are the most brain-dead, virtue-signaling retards I have ever seen in my life. So, like, this is what if you go into the comment section, like, most of the posts are like this. But then you have other posts, right, which are probably like 10% or 15% compared to these other ones. And they're saying, honestly, good. I want companies to feel afraid using generative AI. And my point is like, okay, look, I'm looking at previous controversies. And if you're going to act like a vegan, you're not going to win. I understand where people that are against AI are coming from. Like, they're legitimately worried about artists, and they're legitimately worried about the stagnation of art. Because if you notice, like, AI has a specific style, and it actually needs human input in order to win. But, like, if everyone is going to just rely on AI, there's going to be less human input, whatever. I get where they're coming from, but, like, you can have a moral take without being a spurg, or you can have a moral take and try to be like a vegan. Because here's the thing, right? Let's talk about vegans for a little bit. This is interesting. If a vegan just says, look, I don't want to eat meat because of ideological reasons, like, obviously, meat hamburger tastes better, but I want to live a life-free life, I don't want to kill a cow. No one will complain. Like, people will accommodate. People will be like, okay, well, if you don't want to eat meat, that's fine. If they say, I want every single restaurant to have a disclaimer. Like, I don't want a restaurant to give me a burger and I don't know what's in it. Like, I want plant-based burgers. I don't want meat-based burgers. Most people, including myself, will say, that's fine. I think that what's in a box should be written on a label. I think that, yes, like, every single company should actually put disclaimers on the box. And if they sell something, they should be honest about what they're selling. Perfectly acceptable. What's not acceptable is when vegans go, oh, meat is murder. They start harassing people. They start throwing with blood on celebrities that wear coats. They start going to restaurants and they cause a scene, right? That's when the spurg out happens. And so what you get is other people that may agree with them ideologically, and they may be like, yeah, okay, like the way the industrial slaughterhouses are being operated is beyond cruel and inhumane. You can get that. But the moment the vegans start spreading out, like, even the other people will be like, okay, I don't want to be associated with those guys. Like, I will just shut the fuck up about my takes and just not want to be associated with them. And this is how, like, the anti-AI hunters are behaving. Like, they're going around persecuting legitimate artists, spurging out about shit that, I mean, is not worth spurging out about. And when you see, like, a game developer, which actually tries to do things your way, like, Expedition 33 did not use AI in its final product, so, like, they agreed with the anti-AI group, and you see that they're being wrong, then instead of, like, having nuance and being like, yeah, okay, no, that was a little bit fucked up, that was a little bit too much, instead of, like, just being like that, and you're, like, attacking them and saying, no, actually, that's a good thing, like, the rule of terror. It's like they're LARPing as the French Revolution, and we need to terrorize developers. Yeah, most people are going to think you're unhinged and want to have nothing to do with you. Christopher Keating, 21, thank you for the €5. The Gaming Awards didn't take away Expedition 33 9 awards. The Indie Game Awards, different little known award show, took away their 2 awards. I don't think I ever mentioned that the Game Awards took them, and if I did, I apologize, right? Must have been a slip of my lip. But yes, you're absolutely correct, right? It's the Indie Game Awards, different award that happened recently. But again, like the fact that Expedition 33 would have won that one as well just shows that, well, I mean, it's a good game. Vegans crash out harder than Hassan Piker. Well, it's like when you become such an extremist that you think your moral crusade is the most important one in the universe, you end up like vegan games, which said dumb shit about kids and stuff. Like, I forgot exactly what he said, but I remember like he was in a big controversy at the time. SRC Maker, thank you for the $10. It will be interesting to see how long this anti-AI thing lasts. Ultimately, AI will be every aspect of our life. The interesting thing is that how many artists create a true new style? Not many, V. Well, let's talk a little bit about artistic style and creation, right? So, if you actually follow the scene, you will notice that there is something very sad that's happening in the West. So, this style in particular was popularized by Blizzard, right? And this was a very unique style. Like when you see this, you're like, World of Warcraft, like immediately, right? Back in the day, every single company had their own style. Like BioWare had its style, and it wasn't just like a style for the company at large. It was like for their IPs. Like Mass Effect had the style. Neverwinter Nights had the style, right? And so right now, this style is dead. Like, if you want to find someone that can draw night elves like this for an actual project, like not a fan art, but you actually want to, let's say, get artists that can draw this consistently, they can draw it fast, right? Because you don't want, like, a new night elf to pop up after 2 weeks. Like, no, you need, for your project, you need a night elf per week. You're not going to find any. They're out it. Like, they're simply out it. So, the only thing that you have now is anime. The anime style, the Has-Been Hotel style, the CalArts style. This style just doesn't exist. Unless you have AI. If you get AI, you can bring it back. Now, I'm not saying that, like, it can't be brought back. Like, obviously, if you get an artist and you ask him to train on this for maybe a year or two, eventually you can get the style back. But, take my word for it. If you actually go out and you want to start the project, you want to start your own role-playing game, and you need 10 artists that draw similar enough so that the customer doesn't think that the art is coming from different people, or if you want to make a comic book or something like that, like finding an artist that can draw like this can't happen. And the reason it can't happen is because they got fired. Like, once the feminists took over and they got through HR and they started pruning the industry, they decided that this is not how you draw female characters. Instead, female characters have to look like this, right? Like Illidan Stormrage. This is how female characters need to look now. This is literally like if you go into Diablo 4 and you look at the female characters, like, yeah, like they look like this. They don't look like this. This is sexism. This is oppressive. And so, my point is, creating new styles. We live in the world where people make video games that are cheap to make. And so in order to do that, they asset swap, they buy engines that are already bought. Like there's already a problem with stagnation. People don't build their own engines anymore. Like people use the Unreal Engine. People don't create assets anymore. People buy bulks. And so if you want new styles... Well, you know, the indie scene could provide new style. Like, for instance, the Coffin of Ash and Lele is a new style-ish, but it's still anime-oriented, right? You can look at Has-Been Hotel. It's a new style-ish. It's still kind of... I mean, no, actually, Has-Been Hotel is kind of like a mixture between Disney and furry shit. So, yeah, I guess, like, that's a new style. But if you're going to just have AI... and you're going to demotivate artists from trying, then what you end up having is a stagnation effect. And, you know, like, it depends how long the AI stays and how things will go, but, like, most people are less likely to draw for free. So even artists would probably just still use AI at the end of the day, right? You'd have like Patreon people that may generate to a specific niche, and they make the AI stuff happen. Maybe put it into a comic book or something, and sell it like that. But still, this is why people are worried, right? Like if you have a machine that just reproduces stuff based on pre-existing patterns, like eventually the styles they become boring and bland, and you don't have actual new people to begin creating something new, which is something that's already happening in the industry right now. But we have Japan at least, right? So like the Japanese are switching up things for the West. I am guilty of owning thousands of dollars of assets from Unreal and Unity. Well, it's not guilt. It's just like the way the market works. Like, if you actually want to create your game from scratch and you want to make a AAA game, well, you end up paying like $350 million. Like, well, actually, I don't even know why Spider-Man 2 paid that much. But it's around that, you know, and your game development time will probably be a couple of years. Because you're going to have to make a new engine, and just making a new engine is 2 or 3 years. And chances are you may not even have people that know how to make a new engine. That's also a problem, right? Like, a lot of knowledge is just lost because people use the pre-built shit. I swear to God, we're going to become a cargo cult in the future. Speaking of knowledge that was lost, the Luddites thought the hydraulic man would become sentient, but the body isn't just hydraulics, just like the brain isn't just a computer, nothing new under the sun. Well, I mean, it's a little bit more of an invasive and disruptive technology. It is what it is. And yes, like some people already deify the AI, or they believe that the AI is more competent than it actually is. But there is improvements, right? Like the AI we have now is far better than the AI that came out 2 years ago. So I don't know what's it going to be like in 3 years. Still, let's talk a little bit about the award itself. Now, there is a reason why they might have hated Expedition 33. And the whole AI shtick is just a reason for them to not give the award. Apparently, a lot of progressive circles. So if you go on Pedosky, if you go on Reset Era, if you go on Reddit, a lot of these circles are upset about Expedition 33 because they view it as spitting into the face of their culture. More specifically, the woke culture. So these people are upset that Expedition 33 is filled with white characters. And that the way the game was promoted is that it actually shown diversity. And they had like lesbian characters and gay characters and black characters and everything. And then they killed them off really quickly. I haven't played the game yet, I admit. So I'm only hearing what people are saying. But basically, like, all the diversity characters were a bait and switch. So if this is true, then Expedition 33 did literally the opposite of the Terminator movie. Or many other remakes to own the Chads. Except that they did it to own the woke. And they were successful. So, for instance, in Terminator, the last one, the main reason that people were pissed off is because at the beginning of the movie, they killed John Connor in the opening act. And then they replaced John Connor with this angry chica, which apparently is super mega capable. Then you have well, Star Wars, right? First thing they do is they kill Han Solo. And the Luke Skywalker gets killed and everyone gets killed, right? And they replace them with the Progressive Squad. Well, the main complaint here is that Expedition 33 does the opposite. Like, they actually killed the woke people. And then you just have, like, the traditional heroes. So, yeah, like, the left is absolutely livid. And chances are they didn't want them to win the reward. And so they may have pressured the company behind the scenes in order to try to get them to reconsider. And they pressured them so hard that eventually they caved. But when you look at it, again, it makes no fucking sense. It's like, okay, they used 12 assets with AI in the production, and they were just placeholders. Like, the moment the production was over, and they sold the game, they removed those assets. So, why would you disqualify them from that? Also, old lady Sarah. Well, I think again, they run on fumes when they're making movies now. Like, they don't have creative talent. What they do instead is they go on member berries. Like, remember Sarah Connor? Remember when she was hot? Remember when she was in the loony bin and she was doing exercises? Yeah, remember how Sarah used to show? Yeah, we can get that again so you can see it. But she's going to be really upset about being a woman, and she's going to complain that all the Terminator and Skynet sees her is a womb. And we're going to remove all aspects of motherhood and how much she cared about John Connor and how much she educated that. Yeah, we're going to remove all that, and instead we're going to make her bitter as fuck and completely unrelatable. And more like a fifth wheel that's being dragged on into the story of the Latinx chick. The problem that I have with AI, says Dana Rogon, is that the easier it gets to make art, the worse the quality gets. If you give people a make art button, quality is going to nosedive. Sure, but like, if people can use the AI for themselves and generate themselves, I mean, they can do that. I don't know. I do think that there's going to be a middle ground. Like, it's not going to be what the AI chads want, and it's not going to be what the AI Inquisition goes for. It's probably going to be something in the middle. So, my take is like this. If you're a AAA company and you're using AI, I want two things to happen. Number one, I want the price to drop, right? There's no way I'm paying $120 for a deluxe game that uses AI. Like, I'm sorry, but you gotta reconsider the price. And the second thing that I wanted to happen is that I don't want to see artifacts. Okay, like, if you're a AAA studio, I don't want to see people with 3 hands and 6 fingers. Like, it's your job to make sure that the end product is good, right? Now, if it's an indie team, like, if it's a guy with one coder, if it's like the people making the Coffin of Ash and Lele, and they're charging like $15 or $20 for a game, and they use the AI for, I don't know, maybe translations, maybe spell checking, maybe they use it for creating some songs or some voice acting. That's different, okay? Like, I'm not going to treat them the same way I treat a AAA company. I'm not retarded. But again, that's just my take. Like, other people can do whatever they want. If you want to stream Dispatch, let me know and I'll buy it for you. I don't want to stream video games, man. Like, as you notice, during the pandemic, my stream used to have around 600, 700 viewers. And during the pandemic, I also noticed a lot of YouTube channels getting shut down because people would say something about the holy vaccine and the Pfizer communion. And that scared the living shit out of me. And so I said, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to have 700 viewers. Like, I have a YouTube channel where I upload videos consistently, and live streaming is something that I do for a hobby. And so I went out of my way in order to depopularize myself. Like, those of you that watched me, like, you remember, I promoted a lot of VTubers. I started deleting streams. Like, every time I would upload a stream, I would delete it soon after. I began streaming at irregular hours. And so I went from 700 viewers to 121 viewers. Honestly, if things keep going, if I don't know how to spin it around, I may end up with 20 viewers next year, and then I'll have to just rely on my YouTube channels. Which, it is what it is. I'll keep the lights open as long as there's still people interested. But if I play a video game, I will go from 123 viewers to like 20 or 30. And so, I don't see the point. But yeah, I understand Dispatch is fun, so I'll try to watch it. I am trying to improve though. Like, I did manage to get some guests, and usually when I'm streaming with Amalgamite, we go to 200, 250 viewers. When I got Miss Savvy, we went to 300. So, I do think like I can try and turn it around a little bit, and the answer is to get interesting people and have guests. But if I start playing video games, I'm actually going to start losing even the people that are watching now. And so this is why I'm not interested in doing it. Yeah, I don't want to go to net zero. The Pixel game was good. Yeah, but the Pixel game, again, like I was playing Terminator and I ended up with 40 people watching, so... AI won't replace artists, says SRC Maker, but the price for art will go down in certain segments. Authentic human creation art will always cost more, and collection will pay the premium, just like some of us do. Handmade artisan items. Well, no, like, let's look at Arch and Sargon, right? Like, so, I was on their stream yesterday, and for those of you who don't know, Arch and Sargon are making a tabletop game. I happen to know a little bit about it. I think it's pretty fucking dope. And they're going to use AI in order to make the cards for the game, right? So like the game itself is art drawn, the manual is drawn by an artist, but the game has many cards. And in order to make those cards, they're using AI. Now, why are they using AI? Is it because it's expensive? No. Apparently, both of them can afford to pay someone to draw it. But what they found out that even with a team of artists, it would take them something like 200 or 300 days in order to like they crunched the numbers, and it would take them several months to complete it. And they don't want that. And so what they said is like, look, we're using AI, and when the game is out, if people like it and it becomes popular, then we will use an artist. And so it's like, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Will people accept it? Probably not. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone that hates Sargon is going to shit on the game, not because they hate Sargon, but because the game uses AI. So it's probably going to get a lot of review bombed. It's going to be called AI slop. Like, I'm already predicting it. But, yeah, I mean, the reason that they're doing it is not what SRC Maker said. It's that it's expensive. The reason is that it takes a lot of time for artists to draw. And I think like this is one of their main complaints. Now, since I'm making my own video game and I actually do work with artists, I can tell you that the market doesn't actually reward good artists. Like, you can be a really amazing artist and you would still not have customers. The artists that actually have customers, like, they know how to market themselves. They know how to draw fast, and they know how to draw consistent. And so, like, this is what matters. It's finding a niche, right? Like, whether you're drawing mecha girls, or you're drawing hypno porn, or whatever the fuck. It's like having your niche, your audience, and then keeping a consistent style so that people like you. And it can be shit. Like, I've noticed furry artists that charge $500 for their works, and they look absolute dog shit, but people like it because, well, that's the artist that draws such and such. And then it's also like the marketing aspect. Like, if you're an artist that has 30,000 followers, you're going to have people that will commission you because they want the publicity, right? Because, like, you're now posting it on your timeline, you're associating yourself with it, and so people will be like, look, the artist such and such drew for me. So yes, basically networking, being able to do it fast and consistent. And so when the AI comes, if people can draw it in a couple of seconds and the quality is good enough for government work, well, artists are going to take a hit. As much as I love 3D, I can't take a month to make one model. Yeah, I mean, 3D artists are probably experiencing a lot of pain. Unless they also know how to animate, and they're usually like either animating like very cool action scenes or pornography. Sergeant, thank you for the $5. As a feedback for yesterday's stream, it was fun having both Amal and Savvy. However, I was expecting you guys to react to the files live. Which files did you send? Because I've been on 3 streams yesterday, so I don't really recall. Was it no, you didn't send the spider files. Let me check. I know that someone gave me something to react on. Oh, the Epstein files. Right. No, we didn't react to them live. But I will bring it up next time if it happens. I mean, like, okay, there's not really much to react on. Like, hold on. Like, I can react to them now. It's fine. Like what do you want me to react to this? Huh? Like, can you think of something that I should say? Because I tried. I was looking at it and I tried coming up with ideas and being like, huh, maybe I can. No. I don't know what else to add. I mean, it speaks for itself, right? An image is worth 1,000 words. This one is worth 10,000. This one is worth 6 million words. I generally like don't know what to say about it. Like, again, there was a person that actually spoke and said, we need to show them to the public. What do we do? Censor everything. Like, yes. Even words like and, or, yes, even those. Even the punctuation sign, yes, censor it. So, yeah, I don't know what you'd expect me to go over. Like, that's... Look, I know how to do React content, okay? Like, I've done it for years, but, like, there are certain things that go even beyond my level. Like, you need to find a different streamer. You need, Hasan Piker, I heard he makes really good React videos. Hold on, I think I know how Hasan would handle it. I think, like, Hasan Piker would have had the best reaction. Okay. This is the correct way to react. Huh? Would you be happy with this? Because I need a webcam in order to do it. But yeah, I think like this is the best reaction to the Epstein files. The way the Hasan Live React is the only way you can probably have react in a way where you can have some content and people can find it amusing or interesting. Michael Jackson was in the images. I saw. Now, here's the thing, right? And this is why I genuinely believe that the problem is it may actually be complex in a way where you can convince a normal person, like if you're at the FBI, you can probably be convinced to redact them. So, what is the accusation? The accusation is that there's an island over there where influential people go and they fuck kids. Now, what if some people went there for networking, not knowing what happens on the island? Like, is it possible? And I think it is. And not only that, what if, like, normal people went there and they just had sex with adults? Right? Like, just because, like, crime happens on the island doesn't mean that every single person that went there committed crime. And so, if your name gets leaked into that, then how do you defend yourself? Like, let's say you're Michael Jackson, right? And let's say that Michael Jackson, like, literally did not diddle kids. But he's invited to go to the island, and he goes there for networking. Like, he goes there because he knows Bill Clinton is going to be there. He knows that politicians will be there. Michael Jackson was also an activist. Like, he actually, like, if you listen to his songs, he actually cared about black people and shit, right? So he goes there to talk with politicians. And maybe he has sex with a grown-ass woman. But let's say that his name is then published. Like, how does he defend himself? This is next level cope. Where I am from, if you do not report crime, you are guilty. Well, okay, Minak. Let's think it like this, okay? Like, I'm just asking you hypothetically, right? And try not to be emotional about it. Like, just try to critically think this through, right? We're not discussing morals here. We're discussing a situation. Let's say you're invited at a party that's really well connected. Like, the mayor from your city is there, some famous singer is there, right? And you go there. And it's a degenerate party, but you don't see anything illegal. Like, every single person there is an adult, and you have a conversation. You know, maybe you're trying to set up your kid to get a job or whatever. You're doing a little bit of influence trafficking. and then you go home. Now, 10 years later, it turns out that the person organizing the party was a pedophile, and there was a lot of underage sex happening there, and your face is there. And so my question is, how can you prove to the public that you didn't do anything wrong? Like, what exactly can you say? What can you do in order to prove your innocence? And this is the argument that people are making. Now, you don't have to agree with the argument, but I can say that the argument is logically consistent. Like, I can say that, yeah, no, like, they do have a point when they say that. Whether you accept it or not, that's up to you, but you can't say that it's illogical or it's an appeal to emotion or something. Like, no, it's logically consistent. Like, if you're going to do justice in front of the cameras, then it's pretty much a witch burning. The only problem that I have, though, is, like, since when are Americans unable to do a good old moral panic? Like, after we've been through Me Too, after we've been through Black Lives Matter, after we've been through the whole transphobia shit, since when are Americans going to stop because, oh, well, this might get innocent people in the crossfire? Right? So, like, that's my counter-argument. But the argument itself regarding Michael Jackson. I generally think that Michael Jackson was the pedo. I do think that he was attacked because of some of his songs. And the very fact that he appears in the photos at Epstein Island isn't proof that he actually did anything at that island. Especially when a lot of influence was being trafficked at the island. It's quite possible that some people could go there without knowing what's happening there. And they go there to meet Bill Clinton. Or they go there in order to meet someone else. Or maybe they were invited and then they were trying to be groomed and they said no. Yeah, I mean, again, if you think that everyone there is guilty, that's fine. I don't think Michael Jackson is guilty. I'm going to defend Michael Jackson. And I do think that if I were to see Trump there, I would also say that probably he's not guilty. The thing with Trump, though, like, is very interesting because he's the one that brought the scandal back up. Like, the scandal just died, and Trump is the one that brings it back up. And I don't understand why anyone would do that. But something did happen, and apparently he changed his mind. So I'm more likely to believe that he wants to blackmail the people there. Like, he wants to keep the list and blackmail them. I don't think it's morally correct. I don't think you should do that. But it is what it is, you know. The only thing I would believe, though, is video evidence or pictures, right? Like, if you show a picture with any of the people there being with kids, I would be like, yeah, no, that's fucked up. That 100%, I am now convinced. But simply like a person just being there, you know, like having a picture in a plane where like Michael Jackson is next to Bill Clinton or something, that's not enough to convince me. Not to mention, and I'll tell you why. Michael Jackson went into huge criticism with a lot of lobbies of Jewish origins. He had this song where he used a slur against Jewish people, right? Do you guys remember the song? It's They Don't Really Care About Us. And all of a sudden, after he made that song, accusations of pedophilia are labeled against him, his name is being trashed and everything. So, like, is it possible that he was invited to the island in order for them to try and blackmail him? Right? Like, you're invited to a party. Hey, Michael, you want to meet the US president? Like, he really likes your songs. And we need a singer. We need some entertainer. Like, there's a big party, and we would like if you go. Is that not right? Like, the thing is, like, when I've done law school. And at law school, you're actually being encouraged to look at the idea that it's better to let 9 criminals go than to arrest a single innocent person. And you need to prove people beyond the shadow of a doubt. So as long as there's any doubt, as long as you can find a doubt, then I don't think that person is guilty. Of course, like, that's different than the moral aspect, right? Like, do I think it's... So, from a moral perspective, it depends. Like, do people actually knew what was at the island? Or if you're, like, a famous singer like Michael Jackson, and you have, like, some of the most important people in the United States attending a party, whether it's degenerate or not, wouldn't they invite famous singers there? Like, think about it. If you have George Bush and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, and you have, like, all these people lined up, wouldn't you invite a famous singer for that party? And of course, like, the famous singer is kept separate from the degeneracy. Like, he just sings, and then he's placed in a part of the island where nothing bad happens. And the actual nastiness happens with the elites. I'm not saying that nothing happened at the island. I'm saying that I don't think Michael Jackson did it. I'm sorry. I just don't think so. But now, of course, I can change my mind if I see more evidence. Like, if I see Michael Jackson next to a kid on the island, I'll be like, okay. But, or some written testimony, you know, if I see a person saying Michael Jackson touched me when I was there, I would be like, oh, fuck, okay. But other than that, no. Agrivi, how many of us were at the university hanging out in the dorms or other student areas on campus where shady shit went down? I bet most of the college graduates in the chat know what I'm talking about. The thing, though, is like this. I already believed Michael Jackson was a pedo once. And then when I looked at the arguments, I realized that I have ham over my face. I already believed that Johnny Depp was beating his wife until I actually saw the trial. I'm sick and tired of, like, being manipulated by people so that I can accuse others when there's no concrete evidence. And so I want to see something concrete. And if that upsets people, that's fine. But I just hope you're never going to get accused of something that you didn't do. Because during the Me Too era, a lot of my friends that I spoke with, like a lot of the people that I associated with in the content creation sphere, got accused and later on proved their innocence. So, like, there's so many people that got Me Too'd for no reason, and the chicks that accused them managed to become famous, and their numbers went up, and they were mentioned in the media and shit like that. And then it turns out that they made it up. And I'm sick and tired of perpetuating this type of culture. Now, again, if other people want to behave differently and believe that everyone that went to the Epstein Island is 100% guilty and they knew what happens and they partook in it, that's fine. You know, but I'm not going to think that. You know, the guy had tons of staff on the island. Do you really think none of them had any clue what happened? He had cameras everywhere. Well, no, like, the staff probably did. Well, actually, it depends how you run your SecOp, right? And it depends on the level of staff. Like, if you're just a security guy that's hired to keep the security, obviously they probably didn't. Because the thing is, like, you don't want your entire staff to know, because then, you know, they eventually finish the job, they go home, they talk about it, and you get investigations. And so, did the entire staff know? No, but the higher-ups probably did, yes. I never saw any real evidence against Michael Jackson. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, everything is accusations and him being weird. I'm being accused of being a feminist? Like, aren't feminists the ones that do the opposite? Like, feminists believe an accusation, and then they go from accusation to confirming that the thing happened? Because I remember the way it worked, right? Like, feminists would accuse someone, like the mattress girl. Perfect example. So the mattress girl, let's go back to this. Right, so there was this chick. Oh my fucking god, it's so fucking cringe now that I see it. Back then it was less cringe. I don't know why. But when I saw it at the time, it was less cringe. Now it's even worse. So this chick, right? Like, she accused a guy from a fraternity to have molested her, and then she started carrying the mattress around the university because, like, she's carrying the weight of it all. And, like, everywhere she walked, she carried the mattress, and she became called the mattress girl, and the media make a big fuss about it. The fraternity of the guy was also accused based on the same logic. It's like, so none of you guys knew what happened there. The guy was kicked off of the university. He sued. Eventually, he won. But the way it worked is, like, she made the accusation, and if you denied it and you said no, like, her accusation is batshit insane, this is not how a victim that got molested acts like, this is not, you are called a rape apologist. And so, like, you are the problem for not believing it, right? So, like, you're accusing me of being a feminist. Well, this is how feminists act. Like, they accuse someone, and then the problem isn't just the act, but it's people that don't go along with the mental hysteria. or like people that have additional questions or they're not fully on board, they're the real problem because of people like them, bad things happen. And apparently, if I remember correctly, what actually happened with her is that there were text messages between her and the guy that she accused. And I think, like, the guy didn't want to bootfuck her. And, like, that's what caused the spurg out. So, like, she maliciously accused the guy of molesting her with no evidence. And if you didn't believe her, you were worse than the guy. Like, the guy already got sacked, he got punished. And now it was you put on the stand. Do you believe it or not? And the idea is like, well, why would victims lie? Why would a victim make things up, right? Like, what type of person would make something up like this? That's how they would say it. And if you denied it, it was cope. So, again, like, having seen that for more than a decade now, having seen this behavior for more than a decade, I just refuse to participate in it. I don't want more evil to happen because of me. Oh yeah, after that, she continued her cringedom. Like, her cringedom didn't end there. She videotaped a porn video, which was non-consent. Well, I mean, it was consensual, but in the video, she, like, simulated her quote-unquote attack. And at this point is where reality has left the building, because, like, let's be honest, you know, what type of victim, especially a victim of sexual abuse, would do something like that? But the answer would be like, oh, so, like, what? Are you an expert? Like, do you think, like, there's a way that victims of this thing should act like? It's like, well, yeah, actually I do. I think that there is something called common sense. But it was atrocious. I still don't understand, like, how people went along with it. Like, it was so fucking disgusting. And the fact that the life of a young man was ruined because of her lies is horrible. Yeah, I'm so traumatized. Let me relive my tape. I mean, like, let's apply this to war veterans, right? You know, you have a guy that goes in the trenches and suffers from PTSD, and then he wants to make a war movie. Like, I don't think that's, no. Right? Like, I don't think that's the way it happens. And not to mention, apparently the trauma was so bad that she had to carry a mattress everywhere, right? So, like, we're not talking about a sane person. If you're in the war and you suffer PTSD and then you carry your helmet around everywhere, right? And you're so traumatized about it that it's now your very own identity, you're probably the last type of person that's actually going to say, yeah, you know what I want to do? I want to do a war recreational movie. Get the fuck up. Yeah, I miss being shot at by artillery. It's like, no. Honestly, V, don't let them gaslight you. I particularly don't watch you for your gameplay, and I don't think most of your viewers do. Half of my viewers wouldn't watch me for my gameplay. If I start playing a video game now, I would go from 150 people to 50 in less than 10 minutes. We just want a real investigation. Is that bad? No, absolutely, you should get a real investigation. No, I think, like, the actual Epstein file should be investigated. I am saying, though, that I understand the reasoning for the redaction. I'm not justifying it. But I can see, like, how 5 people in a room talk about it and what decisions they've made. But I do think that it should be investigated, of course. This is another thing, you know, like, lately on the internet, you can understand why people take a decision, even though you don't agree with it. And people think that you're actually supporting it. No, I'm not supporting the redaction. I'm just saying, like, why they did it. Like, I can explain the machinations behind the actions without justifying the action. Let's see. Hard to understand the reasoning when a lot of it is just black bars. No, the reasoning is easy to understand, because, like, they said it. They had people that went out and gave interviews, and they explained it. And they said, basically, it's like, okay, so if someone went there without knowing what's happening and without partaking in it, and then their face becomes public, how can they defend against it? And you saw that Donald Trump was in an airplane, and that was enough for people to accuse him. Or, no, not even that. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the perfect example. Elon Musk had the picture next to Maxine Waters, and people kept showing that picture to accuse him of being a pedophile. And it's like, come on. You know, Maxine Waters was a public figure. Like, she obviously went at a lot of parties, and Elon Musk also was connected, as he would go in order to talk business with politicians about Starlink and shit. And so, yeah, like, they probably happened to be at the same party. And not everyone knew who Maxine Waters was 10 years ago. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm done hearing about the Epstein files, to be honest. Well, I guess the PSYOP is working, because like that's one of the way you can get people to stop being interested in a controversy. You talk about it, you pull it back, you bring it forward, you bring it back until people stop caring. Do you know who did that really well? Belle Delphine. So like Belle Delphine wanted to like kept teasing people that she's going to do porn, and every day she was like, if you subscribe to my OnlyFans this Thursday, I will show you how I can eat my how someone will eat my cake. And she would then literally like have a piece of cake and give it to someone, right? Or she would say, if you sign up until Friday, I will show you my pussy. And then she would literally have a cat in the video. And so after a while, like, people legitimately stopped being interested in seeing her doing porn. So this is actually a way that you can do it with anything. Like, if you keep teasing people and you're saying, oh, click here, and you're going to see the way that they're doing it with Epstein. You know, vote for Trump and you're going to get the investigation. Tune into the Maxine Waters scandal and you're going to see the evidence. Tune in now and you're going to see it. It's literally on her desk, blah, blah, blah. After a while, people will just get bored of it. So if you say that you don't want to see the investigation, it means that the PSYOP is working. I get your point, V. You are sticking to morals. The other side ignores I would. That's fine. Like, I'm not... See, like, the thing is, like, I don't expect people to follow what I'm saying. But people ask me if I care, and then I give arguments. Like Pirate Software has been doing for 7 years. Yes, it's actually a well-known tactic. Like, it's not something that is being recently discovered. There's probably a name in marketing for it, but like, if you want people to stop caring about something, you cock tease them like this. Kind of like Half-Life 3, right? Like, at this point, no one gives a shit. There will be full transparency. I side with the Joker more. Yeah, again, I don't understand what the fuck Trump was doing. And the thing is, like, Trump himself probably can't offer full transparency even if he wants to. I will have to look at the American system. But I think, like, there's still people that can veto him. And he also has his Republican Party, which has their donors. So, there's also that. Goodness gracious. Okay, should we talk about Andrew Tate getting beaten up? This happened. Not just Andrew Tate, but Logan Paul as well. Logan Paul got really injured, actually. Jake Paul, not Logan Paul, right? So Jake Paul got a broken jaw. A lot of people cheered, though, with Jake Paul. And the reason for it is that he has this thing where he likes to beat up old people. Like, he had his fight with Mike Tyson. And the joke was that soon enough he's going to try to get a necromancer to resurrect Muhammad Ali from the grave. Like a lot of these fights weren't professional. It was more like showmanship. And people really hated that. So now that he actually got beaten up, people really loved it. The thing is, like, I'm looking at Jake Paul, and he does look like the type of person that he belongs in the ring. Like, he doesn't look like a soy boy that's, you know, just trying to show off. Like, no, I think, like, he would kick the living shit out of me if I fought him. But the fact that he's challenging, like, all of these celebrities that are well past their prime talks a lot about his character. Now, on the other side of the fence, you have Andrew Tate. Now, Andrew Tate did the opposite. Like, he is the old man challenging people. And I guess, you know, he got wasted in front of the public. Took a really big L there. And, you know, all of his detractors obviously are going to make fun of it and blah, blah, blah. But the interesting thing is, like, he comes out and he says, oh, yeah, well, I'm 40 years old and I go to the ring. How many other 40 years old do it? And it's like, well, there is a reason why other 40 years olds don't do it. Like, first of all, when you're 40, you have less to prove. Like, you're already expected to have a family. So, like, all of this macho bravado doesn't actually do anything. Like, most people that are 40 and they're kickboxing, they become trainers. Like, no one in their right mind would go in a ring when they know that their body isn't able to handle it. Like, this is called delusion. It's not called bravery. It's not called anything. It's delusion. And so, yeah, you're going to get beaten. Like, reality works, you know? The same reason why you don't put a woman in a ring is the same reason you don't put a 40-year-old man in the ring. So, no, like, people absolutely have a right to laugh at it and make fun. Like, if you're going to publish that online and you're going to hype it up and you're going to tell people, oh, I'm going to do the macho thing, well, when you fail doing the macho thing, you know, you set it up. Like, had he won, well, people would have cheered. I don't think, like, he would be upset if people were cheering if he won. Or if people were mocking his opponent. But yeah, he got a nasty gash. He got gashed. He needs money that Romania took from him. I don't know. Didn't we give it back to him? I'll have to check. Now, to be fair, like, he probably grifted a lot from the Romanian system while he was here. Because, like, again, this is something that people don't mention. But there is a reason why he got in trouble with the Romanian authorities. And it probably has not as much to do with the United Kingdom, the West, or the Matrix as people like to think. The main reason Andrew Tate got persecuted by Romania is twofold. Number one, he was a cheeky little shit. He came here, went on air, and basically said that the reason he likes Romania is because the cops are corrupt. That kind of upsets people, even if it's true. No, it's not tax fraud. Okay, I'll tell you what he did. He went after the daughter of a sitting senator. He went to the daughter of a sitting senator that was 16 and gave her a strawberry emoji. Like, that was in the press. That was shown in the press, right? Now, it wasn't enough to convict him. 16 is actually legal in my country. But I want you to position yourself as the father. Like, you're the sitting senator. And there's this cheeky little shit that came into your country saying that the reason he likes the country is because the police are corrupt, that he came here to grift, and that, you know, his entire business is about doing video chatting and getting women to show their titties on a camera, and he takes a percentage, right? And then your daughter is being shown a strawberry by this man. There's nothing else, right? Like, she didn't respond or anything, but, like, the chat shows the man with the strawberry emoji. Or was it his brother that did it? That doesn't really matter. But suffice to say that even if it's legal, when you are in a country where indeed the police is corrupt, then the senator can ask the police, I want you to find something on this guy. I want you to make him unhappy. And when you're in a country that experienced the Soviet Union at its finest, and it was like, show me the man and I'll show you the crime, and the process is the punishment, well, that was probably an extremely expensive emoji to show. It's 15 where you live? Is a strawberry emoji so bad? Well, again, if you're the father, right? And you have this guy, which is renowned for running a video chat enterprise, where he takes young girls and gets them to strip, right? So, like, this guy is sending a strawberry emoji to your daughter. And this guy is also, like, in his 30s, and your daughter is 16. Now, I ask you as a father, is a strawberry emoji that bad? I don't know. You know, I guess it depends on the father. In the case of a Romanian father, he probably thought, yeah, it's pretty bad. If it was an eggplant. Oh, what does it mean? Oh, you don't know what the strawberry emoji means. That's fine, you know. Like, you can look it up. You can ask ChatGPT, right? You can describe the situation to ChatGPT, and maybe it can tell you what the strawberry means. Um, he doesn't know the symbolism. Chat, can anyone explain to him what a strawberry means? I mean, did you not have like a childhood when you're not a teenager at some point? How am I doing today? We're talking about the time when Andrew Tate showed the strawberry emoji to a 16-year-old girl that happened to be the daughter of a sitting Romanian senator, and apparently this may have caused him some issues. Strawberry is a fruit. A strawberry, for those, like maybe, the Zoomer generation has lost the knowledge. Like, it's possible. A strawberry is the euphemism for a cock head. Kind of looks like a strawberry, right? But even if you're like ignoring that, there is absolutely no reason, right, why someone owning a video chat company who is over the age of 35 should then contact the daughters of sitting senators who are 16. It will cause problems with the father. Like, take my word for it. I'm not saying that it's illegal. I'm not saying that... I'm not even casting moral judgment in this situation. From a pragmatic point of view, I am telling you that it's not a smart play. Okay? It's not a smart play to contact 16-year-olds in general. But for those brave enough, like the Tate brothers, to do it, even for them, right? Like... It wasn't the Romanian newspapers. I think I covered it. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh, look, if you Google it, you can actually find it. Alright. So here we go. Andrew Tate, Romanian teen, explains how they were approached on social media. Right. So, look. Romanian girl. Strawberry emoji. This is... This is the IQ level, right? July 4th, 2020. And this is like apparently the first thing that he said. Romanian girl. Strawberry emoji. It just reads a Romanian girl and he puts some flirty emoji, Darla told me. I was confused because I only had 200 followers. And it was a private account. She is one of those two teenagers who have described the BBC. It was obvious we were high school girls, she said. We had our high school and our bio and everything. I think he was just trying to find girls who were innocent or naive as possible, in my opinion. She showed a screenshot of the message, which she never replied to, but she says some of her friends did. Daria, who's now at the University of UK, is the daughter of a prominent Romanian politician. She feels able to speak out publicly when others refuse to do so. So again, I like... The people that say, well, the Romanians stole his money. Well, again, he went into a country that he himself admits that the police is corrupt. He goes and fucks around and finds out. Like, let's be honest, on a fuck around, find out scale, this is a 9. Should have showed her a Porsche. What switches have you on that keyboard and it's so light? It's a mechanical keyboard. Yeah, he was definitely asking for trouble. The thing is, like, I even believe the girl. I don't think she would lie because she is the daughter of a politician. And so, there is evidence there, like if it's a message, it's logged, it's saved in a database. She actually showed it to the press. And so usually the daughters of politicians are told by their dad, don't create problems. Just shut the fuck up. But in this situation, I think even the father went, no, go talk to the BBC. That's fine. No, tell them. Go tell them. Do you think the UK was involved in his trials? I think the UK may have been involved in his trials. I don't know, but I know how things work in my country. And I know that in my country, you don't do this thing. Even if it's legal. There's a thing called common sense. It would be like moving to China and hitting with Chairman Z. Yes, pretty much. Very similar, yes. Like, imagine if I go to China and I start flirting with the daughter of Chairman Z. I think I would drag a little bit of attention to myself. Yes, you're absolutely right. Again, I'm reminded of Ghost in the Shell, where a human trafficking ring is brought down because they go after a politician's daughter. I mean, sorry about that. Let's look at it from a logical perspective, right? People really love their daughters, and people are very protective of their daughters. Now, if you happen to be in a corrupt country where politicians already operate outside the law, and you mess with one of their daughters, it's not a good idea. It's kind of like messing with the daughter of the mafia guy, you know, messing with Don Corleone's daughter. Again, not a good idea. You shouldn't mess with anyone's daughter, absolutely. But, like, if we have a tier list of fuck around, find out level for people that do mess with other people's daughters, an S tier would probably be the politician. And then, like, an S plus would be the daughter of the Godfather, right? So, I'm just saying. I don't think she would lie because she is the daughter of a politician. No. What I'm trying to say is that they usually don't go public. Like, how many times do you get to see in the press politicians' daughters, usually underage, go around and make political statements? You don't really get to see that because the father is usually telling her, it's like, hey, do you want to finish your education? Like, do you want daddy to still have money? Then shut the fuck up. So it makes sense. But in this situation, it was like, no. Go give the British go give the UK that interview. Just do it. Yeah, don't mess with people's dogs as well. Did he know who she was? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But like, that's like the father with the... To be fair though, let me put it this way. I think he may have. Like, if her profile was private, and if basically she only had 200 followers, right? So, like, there's an obvious desire there for her to be private. She's not a thought or anything. And he targeted her, that either he was going school to school and literally, like, targeting girls to recruit them for his video chat industry, or he actually knew that she is the daughter of a politician and targeted her in order to get to her dad. Either way, really fucked up and a bad thing to try in my country. Anyway, right, chat. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys got entertained. And tomorrow, should I play a video game? I'll probably not. I won't play a video game. You guys have tried to gaslight me into playing video games. Won't happen. But I'll see you in the comment section.